Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Go, go slow, you can still go. Go, there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hold on, guys. I am sending the link out. But feel free to come in because, boy, is this going to be a great lunchtime live. Drive safe, babe. Love you so much. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I think we got some people sleeping in. We were all hanging out at Rochelle's last night. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Good thing, one thing that I've learned in therapy is the level of patience. Oh my God. Where is PMR? There's a little dollhouse that she made. What are you doing? Quit. Hey, Amber. Amber, oh my God. I was going to call you this morning. I woke up, and this is not any April Fool's shit because I've gotten too old for these childish pranks that I used to do. But anyway, I got a privacy strike at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I got a nice little letter this morning from my channel, someone that had tagged me in a channel. So let me see here. Let's see. Well, apparently, I don't know if this was like an April Fool's thing, but let me show you what she put on her community tab because she just can't get up and, well, it's a great day because April Fool's, so we needed a Fool's. Hey, Harlow. So remember when Clint, it was the day that I was sweeping for 43 minutes or whatever these lames do or whatever. So I got a privacy strike. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because the stream was stupid and I didn't like how my hair looked. But I was tagged today by Busey, and this is what it says. It's super charming. Oh, hold on. So beautiful. But Habanero had typed me, had posted my channel to their link, so I looked at it this morning. But let's see here. It says, are you missing a stream this morning, Benny? Maybe you need better mods to knock out accounts that are going to jeopardize your channel. They hate me far more than they like you. You are only a tool. Hashtag cleanup. So basically, in so many words, ma'am, why would I need to get better mods if you didn't have anything to do with these accounts going in? Now here's, oh, and she put love you so much because of Rochelle, another person. Yeah, she's definitely a twat, but here's the thing, Jules. I may, bring things up with you and stuff like that, but if anything were to ever go to a court of law or anything like that, even with the people in YouTube, let me tell you something, what's going to happen, Jules. Do I show your apartment? No. Have you shown the floor plan of the house? Yes. Has my channel been all about you? I put your images up, trashed everybody in your room, did songs about your mods, stuff like that. Have I done any of that, Jules? No. Do you know my whole family or have access to it? Yes, you do. Do you say atrocious, rotten things about me? You do. Donna, I guess you had a problem with Donna because Donna decided to come over on my end. You're mad because other people from the Hive are coming on my end. I don't think that you can live a life, Jules, without me being in it. And at one time, I kind of took it as a compliment. I was like, wow, somebody's going to, dig this much into my life, whatever. But it's gotten to a point where it's really, you've become a pest in my life. You really have. And at the very least, Jules, if something like legal or anything, you know what I would press? Honestly, if it ever came about, I would press for you and I to never speak about each other. Wouldn't that be great in a world where I don't bring you up and you don't bring me up? And then guess what happens? I have to clean up my channel of anything that says anything about you. And then you would have to clean up anything that says anything about me. So who would have more to lose on their channel? You would. Now it's gone too far. And most of the problem is, Jules, is you have said out of your own mouth, Well, because Jules is sending accounts in, and you are, Jules, because I have clips of things that you are saying, not to mention the disgusting threats that you have put on me when you said that if George brought me up, that you were going to drag me, not to mention a video that was of me and Clint when I wasn't well, or the fact that you go live when I go live, or just the disgusting, horrible things you say about anybody. She is sending the accounts in. And Jules, here's the thing. If a person was ever told to have to tell the truth, and you know exactly what I'm saying, do you think they're going to cover for your ass if they know that you're the one sending the accounts in? I don't know anybody in your family. I knew one person with the last name. Their name began with a C, last name began with a B. That was the only person that was in that account. And actually, Jules, when I was in the Hive, I have a screenshot of what that woman's account was. You said it was like a sister or a friend. You know who that person is, but I didn't know their name. There was nothing illegal. She's throwing strikes out at me and she's not understanding. Jules, your behavior shows who you are as a person. I don't know what it is you're trying to do, but because here's the thing, this is like what George said. She said, basically you said out of your mouth that you wanted my channel to go down, Jules. You've said that. And then you had to be the stupid ass to post something today because George is right. When you talk about things gleefully, it's because you had something to do with it. George is right. When you were talking about his mother, which, by the way, she is beautiful. And you're not, allegedly, or in my opinion. You're not, Jules. For years, I have dealt with you being in my life. Jules, I have dealt with the shit with the cheesecake shit. And you having somebody in my real life. Do you not remember your behavior for all these years? Having Camden record me, putting your whole channel has been dedicated to me. I don't know what you've taken down. I really don't know at this point because your channel's not worth it. I bought a membership because you had a really crappy live and I needed to get some clips off of it. And there's nothing bad about that. Anybody can join your shitty membership. I joined it because there were things that I needed to screen record. That's the truth. When I went into Rochelle's room, I wasn't even in there. And they had to kick out somebody for saying something about me. And you've made it absolutely clear that you're not going to quit. And for you to be so gleefully I know my opinion really doesn't matter in this. That's where you're wrong. Your opinion very much matters in this. But I said earlier to someone, I'll say it here. I fully think 1, George would never use his mom in that way. And 2, Jules isn't the one putting her in. I would agree with that. Would I absolutely, the only thing that I would say, I don't think that she is doing it, but I am very well aware that she knows of it. And the accounts that are coming into mine, yeah. Yep. I do think it's some outside people. Yep. I agree with you 100%. When Whispers, you are not saying anything that's accurate, but yep. I don't think Jules is actually doing it, but what I am saying is I know that she knows who's doing it. And that's just it, because that's been the pattern all the way through. And when Whispers, I agree with you. I don't believe that she is. Yep. And it's not even just that one name. There was another name that was put in because when you get the privacy complaint, basically what happens is it said at the 17-minute marker. So when I went to the 17-minute marker, it was not the C account, it was an L account. So I don't think that it is you, Jules, but I do think that you know who is doing it. And here's the weird thing is, do you see those accounts going into her room? Do you see those accounts going into her friend's room or somebody that maybe she doesn't have a problem with? No, you don't. Now, will she do it now or have somebody send them in now? Yeah, of course she will, because we're saying that. You don't hide the way that you feel about people, Jules. That's the problem. You say atrocious things about me, about George, about Rochelle. I mean, you went up on a panel and attacked Rochelle. You tell everybody, tell George that talk about him being a parent or something like that. Honey, you don't have any kids yourself. Who are you to talk about anybody, no matter what's going on? And I think you know a little bit more about my life more than I do. She is very calculated. Hell yeah, she is. And Jules, you've demonstrated this for many, many years. Here's the thing. You can't make your own narrative, Jules, because when I got out, we were kind of arguing and stuff like that. I was worried a little bit about your mental health, obviously, but you kept bringing up my daughters. You did. And when I asked to get a link, you blocked me and you played some music. But here's the thing. We were friends after that. See, that's the kind of thing that they look at, you know, when you have evidence or something comes about or you're doing a PowerPoint, is we were okay after everything that you're talking about now. That was prior. We were okay prior to that. But you posting this pretty much, I mean, nobody else would do this stuff. That's exactly right. Yep. And that's what Clint told the person that came here, because that was the narrative that she was pulling. And it just seems very, very weird that I removed everything. So there must have been another count that came in. Yeah. Well, here's what we're going to do from now on. I'm not going to put anything up, because while I'm talking and stuff like that, I'm not thinking about putting things up. You should set up like a wait for people to enter your chat. Yeah. What I need from you mods, obviously, is if there is an account that comes in that looks shady or whatever, because Jules, here's the thing. You've pretty much told on yourself. You have told on yourself. Yeah. And the thing is she knows that I really don't know a lot about the stuff with the channels and stuff like that I'm learning about it, which it doesn't matter what I do at the end of the day. She's going to spin a narrative and put me down for that. Yeah. I'm actually going to meet up with somebody this week, because it's enough. And I've kept it at 100. Like I've said, like, yeah, I say stuff, you know, have I said whatever? Absolutely. Is what I'm doing warranted to what she's doing? No, absolutely fucking not. I'm tired of being scared that if I stick up for myself, then I have to deal with two people that do shit that could affect my real life, because it's already happened. And I also happen to think that these two maybe had been friends before, because all the mass calling and shit was from people on their ends. And it's bullshit. I shouldn't have to call places that I don't even have to go to anymore to say, hey, these same people that I showed their channels to, they're starting their shit up again. Because none of this shit happened until she started this. And if it ever came up to anything, do you not think I wouldn't have people that can verify that this shit happens on their channels as well? You don't think if this ever went to something that I would not have people to back me up and say, hey, this goes on my channel, and that I wouldn't have nothing but freaking, you just got to weigh it out. That's why they say. Yeah, I have 2 managing mods. And one of them is Clint. You obviously know that, because Clint's always been a silent managing mod, and Clint knows these little games that you play, and the fact that you actually are taking a public figure who has been on TV before and you're deeming him through the LGBT community. Not to mention, you have talked about his elderly mother, and that is early abuse. Jules, it is. Not to mention, you do things right underneath that level, right underneath it. Yep. So what I do need is if somebody wants to call me, I don't record people's phone conversations. I don't do that shit these weird people do in this community. I don't. You guys, I swear to God, is if somebody wants to give me a call, just call me well, actually, I can call Amber. Yeah. I don't need people to do it because then she'll be like, oh, well, you're inciting or something. No, that's what you do. But it's not that oh yeah, definitely. I'm exploring my options about all of this because it's like, you know, in a sense, I'm not any better, but then in a sense, I don't take things to what she takes it to. And Jules, you do. And there's going to come a time, if it isn't me, it's going to be somebody else. And I mean, I don't want what I get told is you know, if you whatever, then she's going to move on to somebody else. I don't want anybody else to deal with somebody like this. I don't want anybody to be her meat and potatoes. I don't. Well, it's not going to get gone, Jules. Your monetization should be gone. You want to know why? Because you play dirty. You should not be allowed to have a channel and use your channel as a means to attack people's mental health when, Jules, you're no better than me. I get help because of my conditions. You, I have heard, kind of do too. So how are you any better than me? You're not. Lose monetization for what? Because she's sending people in under accounts? That's, I mean, it is what it is. And Jules, maybe you're not, but you know who is. What's sick about it is she has gotten so involved and made this part of her life that she literally thinks that she is a bee, that is her brand. Well, bees are sweet and well, they're not sweet. They actually sting you and then they pass away or something like that. But she has gotten so, and I know this because freaking I used to be like this. She has gotten, and Jules, I know you're listening. You have gotten so happy with getting things purchased for you, whether it be a computer or whether it be a bed or whether it be, you know, a kitty litter or something like that. You have gotten so invested in this that it has taken over your whole life. No, she doesn't have a man in her life. There is no way. And you know what? Honestly, it's not my business, but I would have to think that there is no way that a man would put up with somebody that has this much time dedicated to a channel and so many other friends and being up all hours of the night. No, I mean, no, I don't believe in my opinion. No. And I believe honestly that I think that she's gotten so wrapped up in the hate and everything that's going on. I don't believe that she even knows half the time what's going on. I think that this has become her life. This has become her income. This has become her life. This is what makes her feel like she belongs. She has all these people. It's and the sad thing is she doesn't realize, nor does she care who it hurts, because the money is too good. And a lot of what she does is she takes that kind of thing and she'll put it on George, or she'll put it on me, or she'll put it on somebody else, not realizing that she is just self-explaining what her life is about. She is projecting her hate onto other people because she's missing something in life, and it's probably her man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's just, but George is right, you know. She's invisible to people in the real world. YouTube. Yep. Well, I mean, the money's got to be good. I mean, for somebody saying that I give two craps about, I definitely think she's bringing in a lot more than me. And, I think like when she said that my channel is based only on money and stuff like that, it's like, boo, I'm only getting a couple $100 a month and that goes to my crafting stuff. But then she takes it even farther. I think a lot of people are getting too involved with the hate. People that aren't involved are fighting over sides. No one is innocent. And sometimes, right. May I ask you something constructively, When Whispers? I just want to ask you something. And if you don't want to answer, that's fine, because you know that she's freaking watching and I know how she is. If something, if her fifis get hurt. She's not loyal to anybody. And unfortunately, the stuff that she's saying, it's come out of her own mouth. I mean, I'm sorry, but your dude, you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do it to him, you're going to do it to your own friends. And I do believe she really loved that guy, but not her friends. Like I said, one difference between her and, Maria will own up to what the hell Maria will say it from the damn rooftops. Jules isn't like that. And Maria, I'm not looking whatever. I don't like you as much as you don't like me, and I don't like how you roll either. But at least Maria will come forward and say it. Jules won't. Yeah. Okay, When Whispers. Do you think that if Jules would not make me so much of her life, do you think honestly that things would be so bad? Well, tell me what your feelings are, Donnelly. Totally fine. Because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not a therapist by any means. Jen went to school, which she's talked about that my online schooling. Bitch, do you have any idea why I went to online schooling? Did it not occur to you that maybe I had somebody in my family that was sick and needed to be in the hospital a lot? I'm sure that you would know that if you knew about my 6th grade picture. Pretty sure you would know why I had to go to online college. And you know what? It's not your business, Jules. Unless you pay for the note for what I went to college for, you don't need to worry about it. Some people have to do virtual. And that's the great thing about being out. What does it matter? As long as you go, as long as you keep it real. I went to virtual college. And let me tell you something, guys. College online ain't that freaking easy. Because you don't get to meet the people. You do everything that you would do at a regular college, except you don't get to meet the people. Meaning, if somebody doesn't show up to do their group thing when you're going to get your bachelor's degree, if they don't show up, guess who's got to do the rest of the work? So going to college online is not easy. But at least I went. Yeah, and the problem is I don't even know where this all started. She kept saying it was because of me saying dog groomer, people groomer or something. That doesn't give you the right to keep coming after me. What in the hell did I actually do to her to start this vendetta for all these years? It's not about getting upset. It's just like who gets that invested? Like, I remember, who put that thing up? It was so funny. It was when Yates was eating the salad and she popped up and she's like, show us your blinds, show us your whatever. Why do you care? That's the kind of stuff. It's not that it gets me upset. It's like, why do you ask about people's blinds or talk about what I should have put in the house or whatever? There are people that apartments are fully furnished. Why do you care about, you didn't have to buy it. And that's where I think the insaneness comes about. What does it matter how Clint and I decorate our home? What you don't realize is you showed the inside of our freaking home. And that alone, nobody's going to look at you and think that you're normal. She always pushes that envelope so, I just never seen anything like it. But Win Whispers, I love you to death. Jules, you're very lucky to have somebody like Win Whispers in your life. You really are. Because I know her. I think we were friends prior to me getting with you again. And this can't be easy for her. Yeah. No offense, guys. I'm not going to bring the comments up because we start talking and whatever. The inside of your home, much nicer than her reduced rent efficient unit. Yeah, and I'm not knocking anybody that gets a fun fact. Very first apartment that I had on my own was low income rent. But you can't talk to other people about that, about not having to pay rent when if she is in low income, then and another thing that I think is the reason that she projects all this stuff on other people. Like if you're not reporting this or you're not doing this and that, it kind of makes me think that you're not doing that. And then they were making fun of Bambi for possibly getting state help and stuff like that. Do you not? Like in any way, it doesn't matter who gets state help and who doesn't. Don't talk about it. It's not nobody's business. Because chances are you might be. Yeah. And the problem is like I ain't never dealt with anything like this in my whole life. I really haven't. I used to think my stepmother was my worst enemy at one point in time. No. It was no. This is a freaking a life that no one, it's crazy. But George, do you remember how you had said something about the situation with your mom, how gleeful she was about it? I'm going to do it because here's the thing. That account that came in the day that all that shit happened with Clint, that person was just talking and chit chatting. Well, that beauty school dropout thing, that's a picture of somebody. I don't know who you are. So if you want to have the privilege of coming into this chat, I mean it. You better come in with an avatar of nothing of a regular picture. I'm not playing these kiddie games anymore. Okay, let me get the timestamp for this shit. So mods, be on the lookout from now on. If I tell you to knock somebody out, you knock them out. Yep. All I'm asking for is if I need somebody to have my back about something, whether it be written or I need you, then please be there because ridiculous, because she's not going to quit. And honey, you're not. You need to get help. Okay. I'll tell you what. Because you know what's going to happen? This is the very end of what is going on for her. She is acting like this because number one, she is manic as shit. Number two, she only has a few people that have her back right now. And she's losing control, not only of herself and what her actions are, she's losing control because she doesn't have all the people that she's had and been so comfortable, whatevering. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that George, I'm on it. A lot of people think that I'm not doing anything. Please understand, guys, I am. I've gotten to the end of my rope with this crap. She doesn't get to be the judge of everything. Someone from her hive send me free membership. Did anyone else get one? So pathetic. Well, I don't know what she's taken out of it since I joined the membership, but I've definitely gotten enough stuff off of her channel. Believe you me. Hold on, let me grab something. Well, here's a good thing today. Let's change it up just for a second. I got to get these timestamps when that cow account came in. All right. Do you guys know when that beauty school dropout thing came in? You know what gets me is if I was a freaking sock account, if I was, or if I like, and that's what gets me. I don't even make sock accounts. How can she sit and say, oh, Jenny can't strike a channel, but you think I know how to send sock accounts in? Well, they're not going in her room. The only time one went in her room was when she made the one or had the one or knew about the one of George. You notice that the accounts, I'll tell you what, you are a clever little bee. And George, I know I do overthink things. Okay, so one of the accounts I have is a Linda B, and it's I messed the words up. A Linda B, so I've had that one come in. And then the Carrie account, that one's come in. Actually, that was the one that Clint told the one person about, because that the timestamp for that one was put down. So there was another account that came in. Well, she told on herself. There was one, a swastika sign. Now, George, I did see that. The swastika sign one, I got rid of that yesterday. And that was disgusting, about you and Heidi talking about the cotton stuff. And I hope you guys are getting screenshots for this stuff, because I took one last night, George. So I've had, and George, all of them have gone in your room. Hey, Muggsy. Well, Bugsy, sometimes you go in there and chill. Do you notice all these sock accounts that come into our rooms? Do they ever go into her room? And happy birthday, my dear, for real. Well, hello, JJ. How are you doing, dear? All right, Clint. I have 2 managing mods. You know the other one that I have. And you are a managing mod. I think I'm going to add one more person to it. Now, managing mods, what do managing mods get to do over regular mods? Hi, my love. I can put yours up there. I'm never coming back here again. April Fools, everyone. Jen Boo and chat blessings. Hey, my love. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, it's, yeah, you can throw, like I said, it's just, do we fully know who's, behind these accounts? No, we don't. But the problem is this is shit that's been going on. Mm-hmm. I know, but what is the difference between a managing mod and a regular mod? And see, if I don't ask questions, then I'm not going to freaking know. So I'd rather ask questions, get that knocked out of the way, and then figure out how to do it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Shit, now I'm bringing these. You guys remind me to be like, do not bring up your comments. Because I just had one come in. Hold on, JJ. All right. You guys, I need to go get my damn mouse. Sassy Nerd Girl. Hey, Sassy Nerd Girl. I love you. All right. Okay. Well, where's One Whisper? She was in here. Hey, Sarah, Mother F and Z. JJ, can you repeat what you had said? I'm sorry. Managing mods can block other mods is needed as well. Well, I don't want my other mods blocked. I've always had a pretty good set of mods. Well, happy birthday, Muggsy. Here I am doing it again. They can turn on subs only. Hey, Chi-Chi, how are you today? Okay, so we have they can turn on subs only too. What's that mean? Oh, subscribers only. God, I feel like such a freaking loser only because when I had the channel before, I never looked into any of the shit. My friend Holly, she was a member for freaking years when I had the other channel and a member, and I didn't do anything with my members. Muggsy, did you get anything good for your birthday? So I have 6 accounts. Clint, can you do me a favor real quick? Since you're a managing mod, can you go into my live and tell me the first time that I brought up beauty school dropout? I need the timestamp for that because remember all that damn editing and shit that I had to do because of Busey? An account came in.
Like which video?
The one I'm on right now. This account came in and there was this atrociously ugly freaking woman. She kind of looked like that Violet Bickersham person from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then she had this tiny little head and like it was blonde and the hair was like all chopped up, ugly looking. And it was under beauty school dropout. Mm-hmm. Like, no, hold on, Sassy, actually. Hold on, Sassy.
I can't see.
You just got to take it backwards, go to the very beginning. You know what? I'll find it.
I can only go back that far.
Okay. We'll type. Let me see. Okay, let me screenshot that. All right. I'm a screenshot queen. Can you turn that down, babe? Love you. Sorry. All right. Dude, she looked like a blueberry with a head, and that's what she looked like. And her hair was like, listen, I don't know who it was, but I just noticed. I was like, that can't be a real account because I only timed the person out so they could have come back in, but they look pretty whack. Not gonna lie. But what do I know? My crown flew out of my mouth. I'm about 90 pounds, and my hair is disgusting, and it is what it is. But you did look atrocious, sis, whoever you were. You can definitely tell you lived up to your name. Hey, Savage, what's up? Yeah, she did look like Violet. Well, I'm going to have to edit it, obviously. And see, that's another thing. She wrote me today saying that she's freaking, oh, God. But yeah, she did look like that blueberry with a head. It's kind of like a marble with, it's kind of like a snowman. Except the middle part's out of it. You just got the bottom part of the snowman and the top part. Happy birthday, Nana. Nana Savage. Good morning. Okay, Sylvia, you are also a mod. And by the way, Sylvia, I'm going to tell you something. I know what I am to you, Sylvia. I'm going to tell you straight up. I know what I am to you, Sylvia. I'm a tool in your life. I know that every day when you wake up, you're like, I got to call my tool ass dot bitch of a best friend. I know that you hate somebody else way worse than me, but I know for a fact that you think I'm a tool, Sylvia, and don't lie. I know you think I'm a tool. So let's just get it out. Anyway, I'm just joking, Sylvie. From now on, we had this, my dot, it means that, who made that up? There was I think it was some atrocious looking person who looks like their face was mauled off. But yeah, she came up with the dot thing. It means somebody that's your like dot in life. But if she calls me a tool again, she won't be my dot. Mm-hmm. Apparently people hate her very much, but I'm a tool. No, it just me. I don't know why. Like I said, the person that made it up, I don't remember much about her. She wasn't a butterface. She was a butter body face. It looked like the freaking lawnmower ran over her head, and she actually stopped in today. Beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Sylvia, are we going to talk about this? How you called me a tool? Mm-hmm. She was the coolest, funniest, most funniest creative woman. I miss her, but no, she's one of my. Jen, I call you, you don't answer. Oh, really? Really, Sylvia? You want to come in here and start this shit? You want to start this shit, beauty school dropout? No, I'm kidding. When did you call me, Sylvia? Because I certainly didn't know about it. If you want to ride a white pony. Clint, this is a great song. If I was a stripper, I would strip to this song. If you want to ride the white horse. Sylvia, exactly when did you call me? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Sylvia comes in here and hold on. You ask, you shall receive. Hold on. Answer. Yes, you do have an amazing family, Savage. Hello, I'm calling you back. Answer.
Please leave your message for Sylvia Ray.
Sylvie, hi, this is me. I'm your tool. If you want to give me a call back, that would be great. I don't know if everything's okay with us. I definitely don't mind being your tool, your dot and everything. I think there was a copycat account that possibly came in that was you. But anyway, give me a call back. I love you. Love you so much. Bye. Sylvia, if you're still in here modding, just know that I called you back. I didn't even think it is April Fool's Day. Do you remember when I did that April Fool's Day thing? Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that. Sylvia, why didn't you pick up the phone? I called you. Sylvia, I literally just called you. Hey, Savage, I still have your phone number. Okay, Savage, I do need to tell you something. Savage, and this is not April Fool's. Savage, listen, can you take are you busy right now? Savage, I have to get a confession out to you. I have to tell you this. Did you notice I called you, Sylvie? I call Sylvie a fathead. But I have to tell Savage something. Oh my God, Savage, you're going to be, I don't think you're going to. Savage, do you remember when you were live one night and you heard a bunch of fart noises? I think you tied one on. And you said, I know that it's not Jen. Do you remember getting a call where there were a bunch of farting noises? I think we're at a place right now where I can tell you this. Come on, Savage, you're a very fast typer. Yeah, you guys need to get back together. Savage. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So one time it was that I did the farting noises. I was the fart person, so I did prank you with that. Who else? I haven't pranked Amber in a hot minute. Brenda. So who else have I pranked? God, I miss pranking, but you can't have any fun pranking anymore after that spoof shit. I'm never going to live down the whatever girls give good head. That is never going to go away. But I wasn't the result of all of them, Marie. I just remember that one of them I did. And I thought you were like, oh, Jen didn't do it. And I'm like, tee hee hee hee. Jen did do it. Tee hee hee. 6 weeks of healing with the foot surgery. And I'm going to have to figure out how my work schedule. I don't know, Sylvia. I don't know if they're going to give you any time off. I do miss talking to Terry time with Sylvia on the phone. I'm not going to lie. Sylvia, does Terry ever ask about me? Sylvia, I pretty much get blamed for everything online from you. No, because here's the thing, Marie. Everything that you've ever said about me, you said on your own damn fucking channel. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was how I became cool with Busey. She was stalking you and Lisa. Me and Daddy are too freaky for you. Savage, you fly a freak flag. What do you have to get into to be a freak? Oh, well, one good news thing, and I had Clint look at it, is I know I was listening to what Lainey Lim was telling me, but one good thing is I did that Cologuard test and that came back negative. So that was really freaking good. I feel very good about that. Hold on for a second. Marie, have you ever thought about getting married again, Marie? The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go. I took a screenshot of something. I need to blow it up real quick. Oh. Oh. I think that is me. I have a question. Well, I know what a freak is. I'm just joking. Okay, this is a question. If your image is in somebody's video, is your image, even if it's doctored up, is that okay if you haven't given somebody permission to put your image in somebody's stuff? I'm not way over my head. I'm a freak. Clint, do you think I'm a freak? You think I'm a freak in the sheets?
No.
I think you are. Can I tell some? Well, I'm not going to tell people that, but I'm going to say in a man's life. It's not just you. It's in a man's life.
Don't talk anything about it, please.
But it's a man's life.
Oh, say whatever.
No, I'm saying, and that, okay, about when a man's honest. I asked you that question. You didn't tell me, but I asked it, and I asked what your opinion was. And Muggsy's in here, so can I ask him? You didn't tell me about it. Okay, but here's the thing. I asked Clint this. Okay, here's what I asked Clint. So let's get this under the thing. Clint did not ask me. I asked him, and we have a guy in here, so I'm going to ask. But I'm not going to tell you what Clint told me his answer was. There is a few times in a man's life where he will tell the truth about something. One, when they're drunk. Number two, when Muggsy, listen to me. Muggsy, is it true that when you are when a guy, what do they call it? Sprinkles, climaxes, is that the time in their life where they're the most honest? So I would say like peak time and then all the way up to it. Is that the best time to ask a man a question? Is a man going to tell the truth at a time when he is on his way to climaxing and then sprinkle, 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 and then that's when life sets back in? Do you guys believe that? I mean, and if that's the case, then men should totally use women for it. Or it could be that effect where a guy's like, no, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore because then I'm going to have to tell the truth about stuff. Muggsy, why are you pausing? Marie, I'd pay attention to this. If this guy's going to be a potential in your life, why do you think I have stretch marks around my lips? Thank God for CoverGirl makeup, eh? Okay, it ain't about, okay, Muggsy, so when a guy climaxes and decides that he's going to impregnate whatever, Muggsy, so when you, okay, so when a guy climaxes and like does his thing, is that the best time in the world for a woman to ask him a freaking question? I heard that a guy says the most time when he is honest is when he drinks and he's drunk. Number two, when he gets to the off. And number three, well, that's all I know. Men are not that honest, I would like to think. So I would think if you're drunk, you're probably going to get the answers you need. But I think if you kind of like sloppy, whatever way that you do it, and Muggsy, you're pausing, so I don't know if you're like trying to come up with an excuse, but is it true? Clint told me that it can be true. I asked him. I didn't say whether the girl looked good or not. I think all women look the same if you're looking down at the top of their head. You're evading the question. You're deflecting, Muggsy. And I don't want to have to put it up on my community post and reword it just so I can get votes in and find out like, okay, women, do you believe that? It's not like you can slip some truth serum into their freaking drink. And if that is the case, why haven't I exercised that more with Clint? Hey, Clint, you want me to get off this live?
No.
I just have a few questions to ask you. Okay. Jen, I don't type too fast. Okay. Well, if I'm being honest, I told my hubby I wanted another wedding ring for Christmas during sexy time, and I got it. So I hope you put a lot of chapstick on, because a wedding ring, you're going to have to be down. Well, I kind of have no idea. I didn't even think of that. Hey, Clint. What's a girl got to do to get a free candle up in La Casa Brady? 3 minutes for a 3-wick candle. Some tells me I'm going to have to get some knee pads before I further on with it. Well, if you want to have a good relationship and you want it to be honest, I would say that get yourself a fanny pack. Put yourself some chapstick in there and, some knee pads for sure. Well, yeah, that's when you bite down on it. So, Clint, You want to get comfortable? You want me to put on my Balmex or my chapstick? Sides of my mouths are looking like a freaking raisin or an atlas. Hey, Donna. So that's what I would say. I would say if you want to know what your dude's doing, I would, if you can't get your hands on a bottle of truth serum, put on your trusty knee pads, a nice color of lipstick, and go to town. And then while you're doing that, just take a little bit of a pause. Well, kind of like what happened. My video got put up. I don't think when I first met Clint that I was. I don't believe that I was. Yeah, make sure you put a helmet on or a, because if you're really good at it, you want to put something on for the top of your head so you don't get a bald spot. Because you got to think a woman could have all that control and asking questions to their guy, but you have to also keep in mind that the guy has the control that they can bald you out at the top of your head if you piss them off. The extra wedding ring along with my engagement ring is bam in your face, sparkly. I wanted it and obliged. I mean, so I know, right? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I'll tell you what, dudes can be freaking nasty. Well, what am I doing for candles? I need to up my game. Hey, Clint. So what do I have to do to get a charm bracelet?
I've had enough of that. Whatever body works.
Oh, so you're going to start making me work up the tier. So not the Bath and Body Works anymore. So Clint, what's a broad got to do for a charm bracelet? You know, Clint never freaking pays attention. He's playing this solitaire game. So Clint, what's a girl got to do for a promise ring? I don't feel like I have to ask Clint any questions. So Clint, actually, I'm not required to do any of that. So I'm putting the knee pads up and dusting off my kneecaps. That's what I'm doing. The knee pads are going back up into retirement. That's what's going to happen. I'm kidding. Why would you ever let a man tie you up? Oh my God, I would never let Clint tie me up. Oh, hell no. I don't care if I've known Clint for 5 years. I would think the longer you would know them that you would not want to get tied up. Muggsy said, Jen, you got, you know how many words I have blocked? A fucking shit ton. I've got pretty much everyone's husband's names blocked. I've got, every cuss word in the world blocked. I've got so many things blocked. This room is so fucking censored. Because I ain't looking to piss anybody off. JJ says, it's true. I mean, he's already my husband. So I do any, Jen, okay. It's true. I mean, he's already my husband, so I do anything, but damn it, if I can get Hey, Clint, what's a girl got to do for a diamond? I'll tell you what, Clint, I will make it cheaper on you. What's a girl got to do to get a zirconian? Savage goes, fuck my life. I just realized I was on top chat. So, Clint.
No.
Poor Clint. Cliff. You know what name I haven't called you for a while? Client. Well, you know what? It's really weird is when I got my engagement ring, he did not ask me to do all that at all. Usually, like when he wants me to get to it, he hands me my knee pads and puts a pillow on the ground and hands me my helmet. And I know that it's going to be a night of pure bliss. Right. And the problem is I lose everything. I feel like I'm cutting myself short. Dr. Brady in the house. Sylvia, Dr. Brady. Why did we start calling him Dr. Brady? What was it? What did you do for us to call you that?
Because I used to work in a doctor's office.
Oh my God. Sylvia. Clint, it's been years. You want to leave the room? I got to tell them the story.
What story?
About you being a doctor. Can I tell them the story? I don't care. You could leave the room. You're not going to censor me. Okay, so Clint told me this story. Remember, he worked in the doctor's office. We didn't believe that Clint ever worked in a doctor's office. Because Clint, we started calling him Dr. Brady because at the time when Clint first came here, Clint, we didn't know what to believe out of Clint. Clint was just, this is when Clint did his dancing on Facebook, right? And Clint freaking told us, he told me one night, yes, on our IG live, Clint told me that he had worked at a doctor's office, right? And I was like, yeah, fucking right. Like, if you look at Clint, would you think that Clint worked at a doctor's office? No, you wouldn't. And he was telling me how he had scrubs and how he took people's blood pressure and all this shit. Well, none of us freaking believed it. So I brought it up on my IG and it was, so we started calling Clint Dr. Brady. And lo and behold, because Clint's done everything and anything. And you would not, Clint, I would not want you to be my doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
You were a doctor, though. But he would take blood pressure readings. And did you do prescriptions?
I mean, I would call him in to the... Never mind.
He called in prescriptions. Did you do weight checks?
I don't know, Jen. I didn't do anything. Didn't work in the doctor's office. Didn't do...
Yes, you did. You did work.
Life.
Yes, you have. You taught remedial driving. Well, did you like doing it? Did you feel like... I think you would have been a good doctor. I'm not a doctor, but sometimes I play one on the interwebs. Where did you come up with it? Say, Sheila.
Holiday Inn or whatever.
You're a doctor at the Holiday Inn?
No, Holiday Inn commercials.
Oh, the
I'm
Holiday.
not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, live with a Clint. See how excited your life can get. He gets so annoyed with me. But the thing is Clint doesn't have to try. And that used to, like, I don't understand. Like, Clint doesn't even try to be funny. He doesn't even think he's funny. And the stuff he says, it's freaking funny. Sylvia, you know what I'm talking about. Clint, you are funny. I'm sorry. Like, he is funny. Like, the times that I think he's being funny, he's being dead serious. And then I feel, yes, Sylvia, he does. Clint just, it's like, it's Clint's world. And just, I'm lucky enough to be a part of it. Like, you know, he still charges me $39.95 to be a member of the Clint Club. And you know what kind of perks I get? Nothing. Knee pads. You got to earn your way in this house. La Casa Brady. Hey, Brenda. Hello, Jen and everyone waiting in a doctor's office with Rob gets blood work. Who are you seeing today, Brenda? Clint's working. La Casa Brady. Is Rob okay? Now, Clint's working today, Brenda, so I hope to God, could you imagine fucking Clint coming in with the stethoscope? Oh my God, how many words do you have blocked? Okay, well, the R word that they say ripper, so I've got that word. I have that word with an S on it. I have that word with an ED on it. I think I have penis blocked. I have ussy to the P blocked. I have everything blocked. But I can tell you this, I am going to get rid of some of my block words and I'm going to put, you know what, those accounts. I didn't even think about that. Cause I'm hungry like a wolf. Today I sit in the chair. Wind sucks so bad. And yesterday, so I guess it works out. Mm-mm-mm. Hi, Mama. I feel like I'm in church. I typed about, oh, because you know what I put? I put online bullying. So that's why you couldn't get that through. What does it say? When, like, if you try to type in a no word? I'll tell you what, I'll unblock the word ass. I'm not unblocking any of the husbands' names. So most of the creators and stuff, I have their husbands' names blocked. And then their husbands' husbands. Oh, that's okay, Bambi. Thank you for coming in, my love. I listened to a little bit of your live today. So, Bambi, I have a question for you. No. Scroll up and then you'll see what my question was for everybody else. I had a nice question for Muggsy. I am not typing no words. Mama, are you dreaming? Lisa, I feel so bad that you put big girl. You're not a big girl. You should put Lisa Fun Girl Wigger. That'd be cool. I got Clint's name blocked. I probably do. No, I don't. You got Clint blocked. No, you just typed it in. How stupid did I feel? Okay, the question I asked is a man says that one of the most honest times in his life is when he immaculates. How about that? Hey, Savage Speaks, my Detroit area lady. See, you know what? This is great. I can keep up with what the chat's saying. I don't have to worry about bringing anything up. If you're referring to Lisa and she looks like Peter Griffin. No. Me and her ain't friends no more. That's a real. You know why I like Peter Griffin or Griffith? Peter Griffith, he's the guy that looks like he has testicles as his chin.
What do you mean looks like?
Well, I can tell you one thing. There was a time and there was an ear and there was a miss. Muggsy, that's where I met you, was in Bambi's room. Because you told her freaking co-host that she had a dirty badge. Do you remember that, Muggsy? You remember that, Muggsy? You told Bambi's co-host that she had a dirty badge and you pissed her off. Remember that? Remember that, Bambi? Yeah, Christina. Yes. That is how I met Muggsy. You want to tick a woman off? Tell her that her beaver stinks. How'd that work out for you, Muggsy? I think she was pissed. Yes, she was pissed. I don't even think Bambi was paying attention. I just was like, that's when I first heard about you. Yep. Yep, he pissed her off. Didn't she call somebody? She did something to prove that she didn't. You want to piss a woman off? Yeah, make a comment about her weight, her age, or accuse her beaver stick freaking stinking. I'm sure she ain't losing no sleep over you. God, I haven't talked to her in forever. Actually, she's in my room, I think. Yeah, tell her woman she's got a sour beefer and she'll pretty much hate you for the rest of your life if she doesn't end up taking it. But my battery is going. Vicky does not have a dirty badge, Bambi. I have a soft spot for Vicky. I like Vicky. I'm really starting to think that some of these images are me. All right, Clint, do you want to pray?
No.
Oh, so you don't like God either? I love God, though. I will pray. Father God, thank you for our day. Thank you for everything in our day. Thank you for JJ. Thank you for Christina. Thank you for Muggsy. Thank you for everybody that came in today to contribute to having a really, really good talk. Father God, forgive us for the sins that we have committed, and those that have hateful hearts, please guide them to stay away from us. Anybody that's lost somebody or is going through something, please be there for them to make sure that they're able to be guided back. In our heavenly precious name we pray. Amen. Oh, Jen don't have no sour. Oh, no. No, I don't. Clint, you better verify I don't. I put enough mileage down on your thing. You better. I've got scars on my knees. Do I have a sour beef for stick?
No.
Nope. She flipped out and called him a. Well, happy birthday, Muggsy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. My beaver stick isn't sour. Happy birthday to you. Anyway, catch you guys on the flip probably later on tonight. By the way, Rochelle is starting to do lives late at night. They're called Rochelle's Late Night Lives. She put on a little bit of red lipstick last night. Looked dead ass sexy. Bambi goes live in the mornings. And obviously you guys can I was about to say subscribe to Marie, George, and all that stuff. Love y'all. Peace and chicken grease. Bye.